Joe Biden, remember, isn't all there. I mean, he's not working with a full deck. If you don't see that, there's something wrong with you. If you don't see that the man is cognitively impaired. I never said there was no collusion between the campaign or between people in the campaign.
Yes,
I have no idea if I have not.
Did you ask the Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden?
No, actually, I did. The only thing I asked about Joe Biden is to get to the bottom of how it was that Lutsenko, who was appointed, dismissed the case against Antak.
So you did ask Ukraine to look into Joe Biden?
Of course I did.
You just said you didn't.
One time, Bill Clinton asked me, what's this guy Romney like? You know what I told him? He's our Al Gore.
All right, Rudy, hold that thought. Stay right there.
You're a public figure.
Yeah, and by the way, do you have any idea that the State Department...
So then you know the libel law.
Shut up, moron. Shut up.
Okay, hold on.
Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, idiot.
I do.
The state... No, you don't. You just
Mr.
lied.
Mayor, I wish you would stop.
So the president did know about this after the campaign.
That's one of the possibilities and one of the rumors.
You stated it as fact.
Well, maybe I did, but he's not working with a full deck. If you don't see that, there's something wrong with you. If you don't see that the man is cognitively impaired.
Yeah, no, we can see that you're cognitively
This is crazy.
impaired. I don't, Willie, I don't understand it. I just don't understand why Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani and all of these people who have a greatest hits package of being cognitively impaired would point to anybody else and suggest they're cognitively impaired. We've been saying this for a very long time. Like, Donald Trump can't attack Joe Biden on this issue because for every clip they find, we can find 10 clips that make them look even more concerning. China, it's the same thing. You can't attack him on China because, you know, John Bolton's saying that he's begging President Xi to win the election for him. He goes out in front of the press corps and begs President Xi to win the election for him and interfere in our process. He has that January 24th tweet saying that President Xi's doing a great job on coronavirus and the United States people. I mean, we can go on and on. But again, is this Brad Parscale continuing to say, hey, let's use this cognitive approach? Because whoever it is, they are hurting the president's campaign because it only draws attention to his own deficits that are all on tape.
Yeah. I'll leave the medical analysis and diagnoses to other people, but let's just leave it at this. I don't know anyone around New York City, and I include the former mayor's friends, who don't express some level of concern for him when they see him especially make appearances like the one he made yesterday or any one of those interviews we show. So you're right. That's not a great path for them. It also, just more broadly, I think to the American public, feels small and petty in a time when the country is on fire again with coronavirus. Is that your big attack, that Joe Biden is old and mentally impaired, when the president himself just turned 74 years old? And as you lay out, there are a number of clips that we could show and have shown on this program that aren't flattering to him in terms of his mental capability. So it's probably not a place they want to go, and particularly seems small at a time when there are such huge problems, such existential problems for many Americans going on right now.
Well, and John Heilman, you always talk about how it's around the Trump White House, it's either projection or confession. And you and I talked about this in real time when Donald Trump was desperate to get Rudy Giuliani in as Secretary of State. Even Donald Trump and the people around Donald Trump talked about how Rudy had lost more than a few steps, how Rudy would go to Bedminster and his chin would slump on his chest at 6 o'clock at night, and he would be snoring and falling asleep while everybody else was trying to have a meeting. Now, I'm actually just repeating right now what's been reported from the White House. I think we've talked about it on this show before. I know you heard many of the same things in 20.